Namaskar. There are 4 types of mantras used by Hindus. The first type is the basic devotional mantra, which there's not really a specific name for. It would be something simple. I call them Namaha mantras in short, because Namaha means honor, respect, or worship. So saying Om Suryaya Namaha would be a very simple devotional mantra to the sun. The second type of mantra is the Bija mantra. The Bija mantra is one or more syllables, individual syllables that represent the deity. So for Surya, it's Hram, Hrim, Hrom, Saha. So the bija for the sun would be Om, Hram, Hrim, Hrom, Saha. And when we combine the two, we get the Mula mantra. Om, Hram, Hrim, Hrom, Saha, Suryaya Namaha. Om, Hram, Hrim, Hrom, Saha, Suryaya Namaha. Om, Hram, Hrim, Hrom, Saha, Suryaya Namaha. The fourth type of mantra is the Gayatri mantra. And the Gayatri mantra, Gayatri is a certain meter or rhythm or chant, chanda in Sanskrit, that is, the mantra is said in terms of this. It patterns the Vedic Gayatri mantra. And the Vedic Gayatri mantra is Om Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. And this mantra, when it's done for a deity, there are forms that are written in that same meter for a deity. In the case of the sun, Om Prabhakaraya Vidmahe Divakaraya Dhimahi Tanasurya Prachodayat. And these mantras are longer mantras that are sometimes used particularly in homas and fire ceremonies, because they carry more of a meditative quality describing the deity rather than just devotion. Usually for puja, the Mula mantras, the Bija mantras, well, any of these can be used for puja. That's the 4 different types that can be chanted during puja. They're also chanted privately, and this gets to the second part of mantra repetition. So let's go over some of the terms for this. Mantra repetition is called japa. And the prayer beads used to repeat the mantra often, but not necessarily, but usually they are used to repeat the mantra, are called japa mala. And mala means garland, like a flower garland. So the mala is often used to recite the chant of a mantra. There are 3 ways of chanting the mantra. The first one is aloud, as we normally do during a ceremony, a puja or homa ceremony. And chanting a mantra out loud sends the vibrations out into the world, into our environment. It's less with concern for purifying ourselves and more for sending good vibes out to others and to the environment. The second form is like a whispered mantra, where you move your lips, you hardly make any audible sound, but you're moving your lips to the mantra. And the third type is the silent mantra, where your mouth does not move and you're reciting it in your mind. For personal transformation, the silent mantra is by far the most powerful. So these are the four different basic types of Hindu mantras, and these are the three different ways of chanting them. So I'll be talking more about this in future videos, and in the next video I'll show how to use the mala beads. And in this case I use the Tibetan style counters to count large numbers of repetitions. And we'll talk about this more later. Thank you for listening.